So the first thing that we need to do is we need to say what is the server that we are going to create, right? So let's say we are going to create using smtplib.smtp. We need to say what is the server that we are going to use. So we are going to use the server for Gmail. So we're going to use smtp.gmail.com. So we're going to use that particular server. So you can just check SMTP server for Gmail. So you can see what is the server that is used out there. So you can see smtp.gmail.com, and it is working on port 465. It is working on port 465, or you can even use connect port 587 if you're using TLS. Okay, so we're going to connect to this particular Gmail and this particular port, which is also specified out here very clearly, that you need to, whenever you can have a look at the documentation. I'm going out there. smtplib.smtp, it requires the host and the port number. So these are the two things that you need to specify when you create an object of the SMTP class which exists in the SMTP lib module. Right, coming back. So we are going to use the SMTP lib module. So we need to say SMTP lib module dot SMTP class. It requires the host, that is, it requires which one are you connecting to, that is SMTP dot, if you remember, okay, you can have a look out here, SMTP, we just saw that smtp.gmail.com, right? So we connect to this particular server. Let's connect to that. Let's go back to your Raspberry Pi and say smtp.gmail.com. That is the host. And of course, you require the port. The port number that we just saw out there was port number 465, which we need to write out here, 465. That's what we are connecting to, smtplib.smtp. And after connecting to that particular server and the port number, it returns an object which I'm going to store it. So you can just say smtp_obj. The object isn't a variable that we are going to use. Or you can also say the server that we are going to use, that is the particular the server which you're connecting to. So you can just say even server. You can say whatever you want. And then, of course, we need to do a simple start. Now, a simple start, you first need to ping this particular server by saying, are you there, alive? Is it live or not, or something like that? You need to figure out. So we need to ping this particular server and figure out whether things are matching out or not. Okay, so we're just going to have a look at the methods out there. Let's say this is the method, and in this particular, we have to look at what we can do to just see whether the server is fine, figured out well. So we need to say smtp .alo, right? So we need to connect to this .alo, and we need to say .hello and alo. So identify yourself to ESMTP server using alo. So we can just do that. We can just it's a simple start step which is generally done, right? Or if you want, smtp.alo or hello if needed. So if there has been no previous alo or hello command this session, you can just do this. So if there is an error, it will give you an error saying smtp hello error, right? So it's just basically trying to just do it. Let's do that. smtp_obj.alo. Just fix that up, and then let's say we need to log in. So we need to say smtp_obj.login. Try to log in, and of course we need to log in into our account. That is, what is the account's name that we need to log in. So that is, of course, the next logical step by going to login. Let's have a look. What is the login ID? So login requires the username and the password. which you need to state. Okay, so if you have to state the username and the password now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to define my username and the password in another file, which will be masked so that you don't see what exactly is my password, right? So I'm going to go back and I'm going to have a new file. Let me just save it as email password, email pwd. I'll just write that email pwd.py. I'm going to save it in the IoT basics, IoT_basics, this particular file itself. Now I'm going to write my email